So we're a couple of days on now. It's Thursday now. On from obviously Tuesday night and that draw against Bristol Rovers. How are you reflecting now, a couple of days on?
Yeah, Mary, honestly, proud of the boys. Thought we performed well. Looking back at the game, Jamal hasn't had. I think he had one save to make, a near post where he was big, and he makes that all day. Any keeper makes that save. Our defending and the way we're playing at the moment, against Stevenage, no shots on target, Peterborough, obviously, the shots on target, we had 10 men. The last couple of games, the last 3 games, I think there's 2 there that you can say we've really shut up shop and not let teams have chances against us. There's balls flashing across the box, I understand that, and people say, oh, if he gets his head on it, it might be a goal, but he didn't. That's good defending, we're easing the players out. So, really proud of the defending, really proud of the boys. We're not conceding. One of my key things when I came in was to show up this defence. So a clean sheet for me is absolute. I love that. It's the holy grail. In defending. And then on the other side, we were so unlucky. We really were. We had chances. I think the game goes 5 or 10 minutes longer. I think we score. I think we're the aggressors. The last 20 minutes, and after, I'll say the subs that came on. I challenged them to show me, I want you starting. You show me you should be starting, and that's what I want here. Not in a bad way. I don't want everyone fighting or everyone getting mad with me because I'm not starting. I can only start 11. But show me that when I do put subs on or when I do start a different team or when I do have selection, there's no drop in levels, and that's what we're getting to. Really proud because I thought we did everything but score to win that game, and. We've scored in nearly every game I've been manager of, and that's nice to say as well. But not the one that was counting on Tuesday night against Bristol. But again, no team wanted to lose that game. I think that was quite apparent on the night. Both were quite nervous. We know where we're on the table, but at this stage of the season, we've got to start going for it. We've got to start going and thinking, right, caution to the wind a little bit, not too much, because I like my clean sheets, but. We're going to have to start getting some goals if we want to stay up, and I firmly believe we can, without a shadow of a doubt. I think we can stay up. Look at the fixtures we got. Every fan now at Shrewsbury will be looking at the fan going, we can win that, we can win that, we can win that. Birmingham away, all right, we get a point there. We've done it before, we beat them at home, so I'll never go for a point, but it might end up something like that. But Birmingham, Wickham away, you look at them and go, right, tough games. The rest, I'm thinking, winnable, really winnable, and that's what we're going for, and that'll keep us up.
How difficult is it to find the balance when you want to keep a clean sheet, you want to defend, but then you also say you want to throw caution to the wind a little bit and not overcommit? How difficult is that balance?
Football management's difficult, never mind game by game. And managing your staff, managing your players, managing the fans, the media, everything. There's a whole range of things that come into football management, and I'd love people to come and. It's great. I enjoy it, every second of it. I'm not saying it's, but at times, there's a lot goes on. So then, when you get to your 90-minute games and you're training, and they're the great bits on the pitch and on the touchline. They're really enjoyable bits. There's a lot of other stuff that comes with it, but the balance now of you've worked so hard on being a certain way and certain style, and then you're going, right, we'll just risk that now to get more goals. But you have to, as a manager in this position. Like I say, it's really. I'm really proud to be here. I really am. And every day that goes by, and especially when the sun comes out, it's. I'm really falling into the trap of loving Shrewsbury, a lot. And it's not a trap. It's a great thing. It's like, I'm really enjoying my time here, and I think that reflects on the club as a whole, not just what you see on the pitch, but I think the whole aura of the club. The boys are out and not afraid to show themselves in public and go, play Shrewsbury Town, but we're really proud of it because we've got this new energy, we've got this new way of doing things, and hopefully you'll be proud of us. And I'm really excited about the future. But obviously, I keep this present thing. We've got to try and stay up, and I really want to stay up because I know building from halfway up is going to be quicker than building from going back down again. And I'll do both, no problem. But it'd be nice to have that little step at the start and build again,
How did you come through Tuesday night injury-wise?
Yeah, all okay. I think Funzo Ojo, got to give him massive credit. He played not well. and also not so much credit. He hid it from me a little bit, so he was a bit chesty, and but again, that's the spirit I want in the boys. He's a little bit chesty when he woke up. He said, and I didn't get to know this till after the game, but he said, "I wanted to play, Gaff. I wanted to go through it for you," and yeah, so Funds was just a little bit sort of out of breath. And they've given a lot, these boys. But injury-wise, Marriott, I think we got through it fine. I think there'll be a few tired legs. George Nurse's first 90. Again, thought George was solid. Really, really pleased for him because he's been very patient. We've had a few chats, and what he's been through in his career as well, at such a young age, to have the 2 cruciates he's had. That finished many people, mentally as well as physically. So, strength and character there from George, and I just hope there's strength in calves because he was cramping up a little bit. But we'll make sure he's okay if we need him again Saturday. But no, it was a clean bill of health after the game. Thursday's always an interesting day because it's 48 hours after the game, and they'll all come in, and there'll be a few walking like my age, and there'll be a few coming in bouncing and thinking ready for the next game. But no, Aaron and John, big misses obviously, 2 big players for me, and again we're going to be without them. But they're coming back and strengthening this positive squad, and the music's on, the boys are coming in buzzing, and we're going to give this our best shot.
Yeah, this is your second week of Saturday, Tuesdays. It just shows how important the whole squad is going to be, not just the starting 11.
Yeah, and it's hard because once you're in that team, you want to be in that 11 and play week in, week out. But believe me, boys, this is a squad game now. Back when I played, it was probably a little bit less of a squad game, and we got through it. But every club did that. Now every club's rotating and putting fresh players in, and this new energy in some games. I look back sometimes thinking, how did we do it? Because it was tough. There's no way, you can't say we were tougher back then, or we were just probably a bit more uneducated. We were all knackered on the 3rd game of the week, but every team was. So the ones who started changing it up and started introducing this squad rotation started becoming the better squads. We've got to do that. We've got to rotate. And these lads who've been waiting for games, brilliant, come in, be part of it, and that's what I want them to do. But we're a tight knit group, and I love that about this group. It's a real positive, tight knit group. I could go anywhere with these boys and say we'll have a scrap, we'll have a go. And as a manager, I don't know if everyone can say that. I can say it with 100% honesty. They'll scrap, they're together, and that's really important.
I wanted to ask you about Harrison Biggins. He came on Tuesday, obviously came back from his loan in January. How impressed have you been with him since he came back?
Listen, best I've seen him on Tuesday. I thought he was. I've seen some real good stuff in training, some real class moments from him. He's technically very, very good. He drives forward well. He wants to score goals. He picked up a lot of second balls, landed on it. And when you talk about second balls, I remember Luke O'Neill, who's at Sunderland now, when he first played for me at Wickham, he came to me once and said, how do I know where second balls are going to go? How can you teach me that? And I said, listen, that's a really tough thing in football. You sort of get this instinct around it, and Harrison seems to have that instinct where he knows where it's going to land, and he's there for the tackle, he's there for the header. Dominic Gabe's very good at it, so it's an art to do that, and Harrison, to be fair, he definitely added to us that forward impetus. I was really looking forward to him getting his shot off when he went through there, and there's a cynical challenge, and you want it to be a red card because it's like that's a horrible foul, to make. It's not dangerous or anything, but it's just wow, that Harrison had gone past 2 or 3, and he can shoot, by the way. He can score goals, that boy. So I'm looking forward to seeing what I get from Harrison because really enjoyed him being back. It's 100%. He's a League One player for me. He's my type of player, my type of person, and looking forward to seeing much more from Harrison.
We're probably going to say it ahead of the next 11 games. It's a big game coming forward. It's a big game, but Exeter coming up on Saturday. How are you feeling going into that one?
It's a big game. They're all big games now, Mary. And we understand where we are. We understand that they're one of the teams in and around us. And there's going to be twists and turns. All I can say now is, I don't want egg on my face here at the end of the season, but I don't think that the 4 below the line right now will be the 4 below the line at the end of the season, and that's that's football. But there will be some. I mean, you look at Cambridge United, you know, a couple of wins under Neil Harris earlier in the season. They went 5 wins on the spin. There's no reason we can't do that. There's no reason, you know, a team in the bottom 4 can't do that. I feel that we've got to have our time yet. You know, we've had a couple of little moments where you think, right, we've kick-started and then just come off it for one reason or another. There's no reason we can't go on a little winning run now, and that's what I'd like to see. Bit of confidence, bit of hitting the net. You know, all I can do is work hard in training. What I believe will be right. I've been told by many people, fans who are very educated, staff, players, that the football we're playing is very entertaining. They're loving it. Then it's the whole action. We get the ball. We're trying to go and score goals, and that's my style. You know, people know that I'm an attacking manager. I do like, and you look at some of these top teams, you know, and they go forward quite quickly at times, you know. I think Liverpool are so superb at counter-attacking at the right times, you know, and if we can get some of our timing better when we can do it and some of our execution of it, you know, there's no reason we can't be devastating at going forward. You know, you model yourself on these top teams, you know, Bournemouth as well, very, very sort of soaking up counter-attack team. I think it's great to watch, you know, and they've got the players they can afford to do that. But I've got some cracking players as well, you know. I really have, and got some pace. We've got some quality. Hopefully, we get a little bit of luck and we can get on a winning run. But I'll be giving everything I possibly can for this, and hopefully, all the spirit that I hear around the town, and all the people who come up to me and say we're right behind you, you know. Hopefully, they can make a difference as well, because we need you. And thank you so far. It's been a real good ride, and a lot more to come yet.
Yeah, just on that, you're always well supported on the road. It's a long trip on Saturday down to Exeter. Just wondered if you had a message for those fans, because you're always so optimistic. Yeah. Just a message for those fans.
I know what this club means to them, and I know that in times where the world is a little bit of an uncertain place at the moment, and there's all sorts, you know, I think I had an email this morning saying your utility bills are going up. You know, I know what it means to everyone. Never mind, you know, people who are in a good position. The world is like I say, uncertain. The cost of living is again pushing and pushing. So for these fans to put their hands in their pockets and come and support a bunch of boys who have had a tough season and who are in the bottom 4 in a relegation place, that's proper support. It's proper support. That's when the good times come. You can say, you know what, these good times mean so much, because I was there at Exeter, I was there at Peterborough when we went down to 10 men. And you know what? That inspires me. People say who motivates the motivator sometimes. That sort of stuff. You know, when I see those fans coming down, when I see the same faces, when I see us get off the coach and everyone's clapping us and everyone's applauding us no matter what, when I see that 0-0 at home might be a case for everyone just to go home and think that's the season over. No, they stayed and they clapped us, and they thought we can see the effort you're putting in, and I really appreciate that, because I can see the effort that you're putting in, and not just effort, financial as well. My boys get paid for playing. You don't get paid for supporting. You pay us, and thank you. Or Exeter will be on Saturday, but thank you so much for coming. You've got my massive respect, and that's why I will give everything, and I will never shirk this job one bit, and I'll be with you. And by the grace of God, if we can survive, I'll party with you at the end of the season as well.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.